Hey guys, it's John from the VisiCast, and today I'm going to be giving you an inside look at the SN Battle Reports No Retreat tournament in Gibraltar. So what is the SN Battle Reports No Retreat tournament in Gibraltar? Well, I've just gotten back from it. It's a exclusive tournament. You put in an application and they take into consideration a myriad of factors and decide who gets to come along to the tournament. The event is an ITC event. If you don't know what ITC stands for, it's the Independent Tournament Circuit. You can Google it. Basically, with ITC events, all your scores from the tournaments are put into this massive database and you get ranked globally. So everyone's on this big ranking system and you can see where you place in the world. So what I'm going to do now that I've been, is give you an inside look at what the event is really like. I'm going to be telling you all the best stuff there is and a few things they could change. I'll be honest, the things they could change are tiny. This is really the gold standard of tournaments. I've been to quite a few in my time and nothing comes close to this, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Not only because it'll hopefully encourage you to apply next time there is a tournament, but also if you run a tournament or something like that, or you want to go to one, these are the things you need to be looking out for. So we start off with the first thing, and the first thing is the location. The location is absolutely amazing. First of all, you're in Gibraltar, so sunny skies, the views are incredible. The whole place is amazing. You get to go into the town to have dinner with everyone, and it just has this really cool, awesome vibe. So just your surroundings, regardless of the event, are immediately incredible. But then you go into the venue, and now inside the venue it's really nicely laid out. Basically you're staying at the same place. It's all in one big place. So your rooms are upstairs and the rooms are quite nice. You get a shower, bed, all that sort of stuff. And then you come downstairs and that's it. It's all right there. You don't have to leave the building. There are two different rooms where you have all these tables set up, and then you have a chill out room. There's an area for eating food. Everything has its own little area. So in between games, you can easily chill out and socialise, and it creates a really, really, really nice atmosphere. Just the location alone creates that atmosphere. But we'll be getting into a bit more detail about how that atmosphere is amplified in a minute. So the second reason that this is an incredible event are the tables. Each table has a map and then matching scenery, so everything is themed. You've got lava worlds, you've got cities, you've got countrysides, you've got everything, but all the scenery exactly matches the board. So whatever game you play, you're going to be playing in this sort of thematic board, which is just awesome to play on. Additionally, boards are filled with line of sight blocking terrain, so there's no, oh, we didn't have enough terrain to fill up the boards, which you can sometimes get at tournaments. You have line of sight blocking stuff, you've got plenty of cover, so it helps balance the field. There are all the tables at each side of the event, and then in the middle you have a run of trays, and you put all your trays or your army books in this middle run of tables, and it just helps keep everything really simple. As soon as the model's died, there's no need to leave it on the table and have this massive corner of dead pile stuff in the side. You just pick it up and you put it on the tray, which is like 2 feet away, and it just helps keep everything really tidy, and again helps the games look really, really cool. The third thing that is going in SN Battle Report's No Retreat tournament's favour is the fact that it's insanely well run. The team are amazing. Steve has done an incredible job. From the moment you apply, so you put in an application form and it feels like something, like, because you have to apply and you know there's a whole process around it. It feels like something. And then you get through and you get your invitation. The invitation comes in a little box. I did a video a little while ago about my invitation to the event. You can watch that, I'll link it below. So you get this really, really nice invitation, and then you immediately get invited into this WhatsApp group with everyone for the event. So before you even get to the event, the banter has begun and everyone's just in there at each other, like in a fun way. And it helps bring people together really, really nicely. It's really, really well thought through. And the people are just incredible. The guys who run it, they're just really nice guys. They're down to earth. So they do a really good job of organising everyone as well. If you've got a group, a mass group of wargamers, nothing gets done. Everyone's just, it's chaos, right? But every night Steve really like, right, we're going for dinner, I'm booking taxis. So he's just like, be here at a certain time. Everyone shows up downstairs. Taxis take us all into town. We will have this massive meal. He does that and it's just incredible. It's so well run. We had on the Friday night, we went to a bar and they had a live band playing because he'd organised it. Not only is it a tournament, it's bigger than that. It's an event. It doesn't end as soon as your last game ends. You're in it. There is no retreat. You're in this place and you're with all the people you're playing with for the whole weekend. So after the game ends, you just get to know everyone, and that's just so well done. And the reason it's done that way, and it's obviously been really well thought through, is because the team behind it is so good. Additionally, they've done a really good job at sorting out the rules pack. So they somehow, it's one of the best tournaments I've been to for this thing, right? When I signed up and I looked at the rules pack, I was looking for, where's this modified Maelstrom deck? I can't find it. And then I was thinking, can you only score 2 Maelstrom cards a turn? Because there are some tournaments where you can only score 2 a turn. Nope, it's just the game of 40k. You're just playing 40k. You use all your Maelstrom cards. You can score as many Maelstrom points per turn as you want. So it's really close to playing 40k as you would at home. It's not sort of a butchered version. They do follow ITC rules, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because ITC does certain things like levels the playing field in terms of bringing invisibility down and certain things. So that's not bad. But on top of that, they have their own restrictions in there. I say restrictions. Basically, you're only allowed to take a CAD and a formation. You don't necessarily have to take a CAD. You could take a Force org chart. So I used the org chart in the Dark Angels Codex for Ravenwing, which allowed me to take a Ravenwing army. But you basically have that central org chart. You can't take the Decurion or anything like that. And then you have a formation. And you wouldn't believe the effect that has. It levels the playing field like nothing I've ever seen. Every army was sort of balanced. There was no one guy going around smashing everything, other than Aceface obviously took the game. Aceface took some filth. I know you're watching this, Ace. You did take some filth. He knows he did. He says he's not going to do it again. You could do something like that. But for the most part, it's just... The armies are nice because you've got this sort of limitation on it. The amount of filth you see isn't as disgusting. It's all dealable. Fourth thing in their favour are the participants. So, as I explained at the start, you have to go through this application process. Now, what they've done is, initially I thought it was only based on painting, which I thought wasn't necessarily the best approach because you could be an amazing painter and a bit of a douche. However, they haven't done that. The painting level has to be at a certain level, and I'm glad they have because I've never seen so many amazing armies in one place at one time. And when you're playing with, this is exactly what this channel is about, when you're playing with incredibly painted armies on really, really nice boards, the feel of the game is just on another level. If you're playing with grey models on a crappy board, you just don't get that sense of epicness, and you do here. But the people that they've chosen to come to this event are amazing, and that's what really, really makes the event. The way that they treat people with all this extra social stuff and the community that is being built around this event is amazing. Everyone gets on, everyone has a laugh. As soon as the games are over, everyone's drinking. For 5 is the YouTubers. Now, this isn't a big-headed thing. I'm not saying, oh, you get to come and meet a YouTuber. I'm just like people who watch YouTube videos. I got into this because I was watching tabletop tactics videos, I was watching Winters, I was watching Aceface, I was watching those guys saying, oh, I like this, and then I wanted to do it myself. So to go along and to meet YouTubers I hadn't met before, like I got to meet all the tabletop tactics team. Well, not all of them, but most of them. And it was just really nice just to see them. You just felt like you knew them. And it was good talking to them, and I got to play Joe. And it was just absolutely amazing. Winters, I met Winters, and he's an amazing guy. It's really nice to meet those guys, and there's a community that's being formed very, very quickly around these YouTubers. And if you're not a YouTuber, it's a good chance to come along and talk to them and give feedback. The amount of feedback I got from this weekend from people who I really cared about their opinions, it wasn't just someone typing a naff comment, grenade should be. It wasn't just someone doing that, it was like, I love this, but then you could change this, and it was all constructive because they're talking to you face by face, so it's not like a keyboard warrior. Absolutely incredible. So not only can you come along and meet other YouTubers, but if you're in that environment, you can socialise and build this network, build the community, because that's what it's all about. Got to have the other side of the coin though, things they can change. Now, these aren't big things. These are very, very, very small things. It's been difficult for me to think of things they can change, but there are still things and ways you can improve, as you can on anything. The main thing that I would like to see change, some people wouldn't, this is opinion, right? I could be wrong. In fact, I might be wrong. I would like to see no Forge World stuff allowed. They've done a really good job by just having the CAD formation thing to sort of level the playing field. It seems like a bit of a odd decision to allow Forge World because Forge World is so unbalanced. A lot of the Forge World stuff there is just, it's on another level. For the points cost, it is. So it would be nice to see no Forge World stuff. I think if you did that, the playing field would be even more level. No choice. Start later in the day, so I don't have to get up at 9 AM when I've got a hangover. Simple. And some of the breaks, this is a good thing, but then it isn't necessarily a good thing. It just needs a tiny tweak. So in between games, you have huge breaks. So you play a game, 2 hour break. Now that's nice because at most tournaments, you play your game and then you're like, oh crap, I've got to get food, and you run and get food 30 minutes, wolf it down, then you've got to play your next game, and you feel like rushed off your feet. Your head's all over the place. Here, finish a game, you've got 2 hours. So they order in food for lunch, so you don't have to leave leave the venue, which is really, really nice. And then you can get on with your game. However, I think the gaps are too big, so 2 hours is a bit too much. Hour and a half would be fine for the first gap for lunchtime. And then the second gap is also 2 hours, but you're not doing anything. You're not waiting for lunch or any of that. So you could probably shorten that to about an hour. You'd still get the benefits of having a break in between to sort of chill out and socialise, but you wouldn't be sat there thinking, okay, right, I've got another hour till I play my game. I sort of just want to get on with it and start drinking, because that's why we're all there. And that's pretty much it. I highly, highly recommend, when you see the next application phase going up, they do Horus Heresy events and they do 40k events. If you can go to one, go to one. Make sure your army's painted to a really, really high standard. Put in your application. You have no idea how good this event is. It is the gold standard. Other events should be working towards this. If you have the opportunity to go, if you have the opportunity to apply, you would be stupid not to do so. So I highly recommend you do that. It's an amazing event. And finally, we have all the other stuff that I have to do that I always do. So if you can press subscribe, that would be a great help. We put up regular battle reports and regular content, and by pressing subscribe, it means you just get it on your doorstep. It's free. I mean, you're not losing anything by pressing subscribe. It just means more people see the videos, the community grows, it's positive for everyone, it's brilliant. Next up, we are now a sponsored channel. We are sponsored by Wargames. Their website, I shall link below. They sell stuff at discount price. Fantastic guy, the guy who runs it, Martin. He is amazing. He's a really nice guy. Their customer service is brilliant. So you can check the link below if you want wargaming stuff at a discounted price. It's not just Games Workshop stuff. They do board games and other different things like that. So check out their website. And yeah, if you want to get stuff cheaper, that's the place to go. And finally, SN. I will link them below. You need to go over to their website. They do battle reports, old style battle reports. They're really, really nice. And obviously they do this event and you need to go to it. So I'm going to link all that stuff below. Go check it out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Cheers for watching, guys.